Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So for today's video, obviously I'm super excited and we're all up close and personal again because we're going to do another first impression, also a review and a demo, and another Pore Vanishing stick. So if you guys have seen one of my latest videos, I did a first impression review and demo on the Milk Blur stick. Not even gonna try to like sugarcoat it. I didn't like the product. It didn't work for me. I don't know if it was my skin. Maybe I got a bad batch, but whatever it was, it didn't work for me. So I'm in the search to find a stick that vanishes pores because right now my favorite primer is still the Urban Decay Optical Illusion. I feel like that fills in my pores way better than anything that I've ever tried. So today we're going to try out the Pore Vanishing Stick by Estee. I went in store today to return something to Sephora and I saw this. They were out of it on the shelf, but I asked if they had it and they did have it in the skincare section. So if you don't see it, definitely ask one of the girls at Sephora or guys. But this one was only $28 and I was like, oh, I have to try it and I have to do a video and we have to know if it works. So when I tried it in store, I put it on my hand right here and I could see instantly that it did fill in my little tiny creases that I have on my wrist. So I was like, ooh, this is worth trying out. I won't be able to do a side-by-side comparison with the Milk Blur stick because I did take it back. $36 is a lot for a primer, and if it does not do anything for me, I'm taking that shit back. So compared to the Milk Blur stick, this one is $28 and the Milk Blur stick is $36. Now I don't know the difference in how much you get in each one, but I know for this one you get 0.24 ounces, which is 7 grams. So if I find out how much the Blur stick is, I will leave that down here on the screen. So what it says on the packaging here, it says, Pore Vanishing Stick glides on for a fresh, natural, pore perfect look instantly. With a wave of this wand, pores are blurred, skin looks more even, shine looks shut down, and oil foiled. Helps your complexion look velvety smooth, pretty close to perfection. Apply on bare skin or before your makeup in the morning, then touch up as needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply moisturizer to this side of my face, and then on this side of the face, I'm just going to apply the Pore Vanishing Stick. That way we can see if it works on top of moisturizer or not. There we go. I felt like it needed to be a little bit brighter. So for moisturizer, I'm going to be using the Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. I'm just going to put a little bit right here. Alright, so while the moisturizer is drying on this side of the face, I'm going to go ahead and just swipe this on. So this is what it looks like. And let me get my little mirror out, and we're just going to swipe it on the other side and see if it works. So let's get a little up close and personal as well. Alright, that's better. So hopefully you guys can see my pores. I have a lot of pores right in here, a lot of texture. So I definitely see a difference already. And it doesn't feel heavy or sticky on the skin. I don't even feel like I have to push it into the skin, which is nice. And I'm just going to keep on applying because I want to see how much it's going to vanish these pores. What if we go in circles? So this is the difference between the two sides. This is where I applied the primer, and this is where I have the moisturizer on and I have not applied the primer yet. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the other side. Let's see. This is the side that we have the moisturizer on. I feel like it was working better on bare skin, but let's see. I'm just applying a shit ton. it definitely still worked. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I feel like this side worked better. Now, I do have to moisturize, or I feel like my skin gets like, my foundation gets like cakey. So what I would do is probably not moisturize right here, but then moisturize all over the rest of my face. That way my foundation doesn't look crazy. I mean, you still can wear a moisturizer underneath, but I definitely can see a tiny bit of a difference between the two sides. But overall, I'm actually really impressed with this primer. I think it's done a great job. I'm just going to get a little bit closer with my mirror really quick just to examine. Yeah, so far it's looking like this side looks better, but I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation, and we'll see how that looks on top of it. I'm going to apply my foundation with the brush. This brush is the Morphe G36 brush. And I'm just going to apply the foundation directly to the brush, and I'm using the Naked Skin foundation. I'm using this foundation because it's something that I know how it looks on the skin, so I'll know if the primer is actually working or not. And I just want to tap it on top of the primer because I don't want it to move the primer around. But I know how this foundation looks and wears by itself, so I'll know if the primer is doing any good or not. It's definitely, so far, not even blended all the way in, and I can definitely tell that this side is looking better. I'm just going to stipple so that I'm not moving the product around. I did give it a few minutes for it to set in as well. I wonder, you know what I do want to try too? Like setting it with a powder. That would probably work really good too. You like that pimple down there? Still going strong. It's been there for a while. You know, no big deal. And I'm an idiot. I forgot to apply moisturizer to the rest of my face. But that's okay. Alright, so far I feel the same way. This side is a little more blurred than this side. They both look good, and I feel like this, you know, this side blended just as if I were to use any other pore filling primer. This side I definitely feel like worked a lot better. Maybe not a lot better, but this side I feel like did blur more, but I could still see my pores. So maybe I'll do another video, maybe like battle of the primers, where this versus optical illusion, to see which one is better. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But I am going to check in with you guys in about an hour or so to see how the foundation and the primer are holding up together. But I do want to try to get a little bit closer too, so that you guys can try to see what I'm seeing. So this side is with the moisturizer, and this side is without the moisturizer. I'm also going to be applying a little bit of concealer. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm using this again because I know how it wears. I know how it looks with or without a primer. So I want to see how it affects my pores with the primer underneath. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it how I normally apply it. And blend it in with a little beauty sponge. This sponge is from Ulta. It's just one of their little sponges. I actually really like it. Uh-oh. It's moving with the sponge. I don't know if you can use a sponge with this. I don't know if you guys can see that right in here. It is moving my foundation. Let's see if we can fix it. If it's fixable, that's okay. I could be careful, but if it's not fixable, it's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. Can you see this on camera? No. Oh no. Let's see if we can fix it with the brush. Alright, so it is fixable, but I do not like that because I do like using my sponges for my concealer. Alright, well this side I'm going to blend out with my brush and see. Ugh. Should grab another. It's doing the same thing. Oh boy. Should grab another brush, but I'm kind of locked in right now. Okay, that is better. Hold on. Come on, Estee, Edit. Pull through. I was really rooting for this. Okay, so that seemed to fix it. If you use it with a brush in stippling motions, it won't move it. So this really has to be set, or it's not a good idea. So I did go ahead and finish the rest of my face because my camera overheated. Yay. But I took my Mirage filter by Marc Jacobs. It's a highlight and contour palette. I used to use it on my channel all the time, but I took the banana shade and set my under eye, and then I use this to contour. And then to set my face, I use the It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation just on a super fluffy brush just to set it. I lightly set it so that it wouldn't mess with, you know, the foundation or the primer or anything like that. And then I used the Beached Bronzer by Physicians Formula to bronze up my skin, contoured, and then for highlight I used my two lovely ladies, Nicole Guerrero and Casey Holmes. This is the Pearl palette. And today's actually the first time ever using the Anastasia highlighting brush. It makes all the difference, just so you know. It's worth all the $25 that it is. But anyways, so I don't know, let's see. Let me get up a little bit closer so that we can see what we're working with here. I feel like they are still blurred. I'm trying to like see each angle. I don't know if they're more blurred than any other primer I've ever used though. Like I don't know. Let me zoom you guys in just a little bit more so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the side that I used the moisturizer on. This is the side that I did not. I would not recommend using a moisturizer. I think that it blurs better. And I also would say to stipple on the foundation and concealer with a brush, because I noticed that with a damp sponge, at least, it did move the product around. So you definitely don't want to tamper with that. I do want to try setting the primer with a translucent powder, wiping it away, and then applying the liquid. So I probably will do an updated video. I also want to do a video battle of the pore filling primers with this one, and then also the Optical Illusion by Urban Decay. But I do think that it did a pretty good job. Right now, what time is it? It is 5:51. I probably am going to be doing a eye tutorial or something like that. So I'm going to be filming for a little while. I'm going to be under bright lights, probably getting a little bit hot in here. Actually, not probably, it is getting hot in here. It's 80 degrees today in the Philly area. So no more bitching about the cold. Now we're on to bitching about the heat. But anyways, let's see how this holds up and see if the primer helps this foundation stay on or if it gets better throughout the time. So I will check back in with you guys in a little while and we'll see what happens. Okay guys, so I'm back and I know I look a little bit different, but I am filming another video and it's going to be on this festival look. So if you guys are interested in that, I will leave that link down below when it's ready. But it is 7:28, so I feel like it's been about, what has it been, like an hour and a half, 2 hours? 7:29, sorry. And I have made up my mind on this primer. I'm not sold on it. Like, I feel like other primers do the same thing. I am going to keep it and do one more video to do a comparison between my favorite pore filling primer and then this one on the other side. But I just feel like, why have two primers that do the same thing? You know what I mean? So if I don't feel like it does a better job than my other one, I am going to return it. If I feel like it does do a better job, then I'm going to keep both of them. So yeah, but as you can see, I mean, it looks the same. It's holding the foundation on pretty well. The only thing I will say that when you go to blend over top of it, you need to be really careful because it does move around a little bit. And it does, like right here, I accidentally like smudged it and you could see that it's a little cakey. I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but you know, so you just got to be careful with this. I am going to test it out and play with it on, you know, with other products and show side by side with my other primer that I like. But so far, I don't know. Right now I'm thinking that it's going to go back. So after I'm done filming the rest of this tutorial, I'm going to come back one last time and check in, see how it's still wearing. And yeah, so let's just wait for that, right? Hi guys, so I am back. I know, I look crazy. I normally wouldn't wear this makeup out, but it's festival time. I mean, people like the festivals. I've never been to one. I just am not really into that, but you know, people, it is what it is. Anyways, it is 7:57 and I'm about to call it a filming night and my camera's about to reheat again, so we got to go. But I just wanted to check in with you guys one more time and show you what we're working with. I do feel like the foundation is a little bit cakey right now. I'm really not feeling this primer, and I thought Estee Lauder or Estee Edit was gonna pull through for me, but it didn't. So I'm gonna do another review, or I'm gonna test this out again, okay? Let's just say that. I'm gonna test this out again. I do want to do the side-by-side, like I said, with my other primer, but today, I don't know if it's the foundation that I wore or what, maybe it's the humidity. It just is not working for me. At first, when I first put it on, I was like, holy shit, that's great. This is gonna be amazing, especially when I was in store and I swatched it on the back of my hand. I was like, this is gonna be great. Like, this is what I'm talking about. But it kind of moved around a little bit. So I'm going to try some other things with it, see how I feel, come back to another video and let you guys know. But as far as the first impression goes, I am not feeling it. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but let me know what you think if you can see the results right now. If you've tried this product, let me know. If you've tried the Milk Blur Stick, let me know. Or if you have a favorite pore filling, texture filling primer, let me know so that I can pick it up and try it. I've been really wanting to try the Kane & Austin mattifying primer, because it's supposed to like kill redness and also help with texture, but then also mattify. So thinking about picking that one up and seeing if my girl Casey Holmes is correct on that one, because she usually is. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Thanks for being all up close and personal with me. And again, if you want to see this look when it is up, I will put it down below in the down bar. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, thank you guys so much for watching.